Ted Cruz. Jenn's son is donating imaginary money. Hey, we'll take that too.
Thanks, Jake.
So Ted Cruz, Botham Jean was a 26-year-old man who was just chilling in his apartment. What does Ty call it? Renting while black?
No, living while black.
Yeah, living while black. Was just chilling in his apartment when a white female police officer, apparently, according to her, I think more evidence is coming out that shows it's a complete BS story, thought she was going to her apartment, and at first she said the door was open, and it wasn't open. But anyway, long story short, she intruded on this man in his apartment. This man lived one floor above her and killed him. And of course, I mean, disgraceful things. The police department is trying now to basically blame the actual victim. So they put out a warrant to search his apartment and found marijuana. And then the local Fox station put out that he had marijuana in his apartment as a way of basically beginning to spin it and focus on the fact that he smoked weed. I don't care if he had a caged lion in his apartment. He's in his apartment. Some woman, a cop, shows up and shoots him dead. I don't care what was in his apartment. So that's number one. But number two, this woman has now moved, the cop has now moved out of the apartment. We find out. Now, Ted Cruz's opponent for the Senate seat, Congressman Beto O'Rourke, says he's a progressive. Got my questions on that, but that's for a different subject. Beto O'Rourke brings up the outrageous injustice of this. This man lost his life. We still don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. And by the way, multiple people who live in that apartment have come out and said they heard. Why is it buffering like this? I don't know. Multiple people have come out and said they heard her, Amber, the cop, banging on his door, get out here now. That doesn't strike me as somebody who thought she was going to her apartment. That's multiple people who lived in the complex said she was banging on his door, basically demanding he open the door. So I don't know if they knew each other. It's too early to know any of those things. But what I do know is the guy didn't do anything wrong. He was living in his apartment, 26-year-old African-American, and he's already being slimed by the police department and the media. So what does Ted Cruz have to say about the situation? Oh, boy.
I don't even know. I didn't see this.
Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas says he wished Democrats weren't so quick to always blame the police officer.
Oh, my God.
After challenger Beto O'Rourke suggested that a white officer who shot and killed a black neighbor should be fired. Senator Cruz told Houston's television station KRIV on Saturday that the September 6th deadly shooting of 26-year-old Botham Jean may be something worse than a horrific misunderstanding, but cautioned against early conclusions.
Oh my God.
So let's say this. Let's say it wasn't. Let's say it was a horrific misunderstanding. Benefit of the doubt. Let's just give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that's true, but let's say that to Teddy Cruz here. Misunderstanding, the woman was tired, whatever the hell was going through her mind. She thought she was going to her apartment. Okay, if you want to give her the benefit of the doubt, I think that's a lie. I think the evidence shows it's a lie. Okay, so it's already been shown he was just in his apartment. He didn't have a weapon on him. So let's say she opened the door thinking it was her apartment. You see somebody from reports in his underwear, which I'm in my underwear most of the time in my apartment. Why would she shoot him dead? What is the misunderstanding? If there was no threat to your life, he doesn't have a weapon. If you think he's a burglar, okay, you're a police officer, you know how to tackle somebody. If you could have done non-lethal things. So what could be the misunderstanding that you killed him? And by the way, do you think Ted Cruz would respond if that was a black officer who killed a white woman? Do you?
No, That would be a completely different conversation. This is disgusting.
So we're now at a point where Blue Lives Matter, even if they go to some random guy's apartment, intrude on him, and kill him. You know who goes to apartments and kills them and kills sometimes random people that they don't know?
Murderers.
And the mafia.
That's true.
The mafia sometimes goes. The mafia sometimes goes, and you say, "Hey, you got to take out this guy." The mafioso says, "Who's this guy?" What just wants to know. You get a little biographical information, and then you go kill a random person.
You know a lot about the mafia.
I've watched Goodfellas. So this is what happens. The mafia goes and does this. So bottom line is this. Ted Cruz, besides being a deplorable public servant, Ted Cruz, besides being a fraud, is not really a constitutionalist, because the Constitution says the president shall appoint Supreme Court justices. But when it wasn't convenient for Ted Cruz and the Republican Party, he said, "Oh, no, Obama, he shouldn't be able to appoint a Supreme Court justice." Ted Cruz doesn't care about the Constitution, certainly doesn't care about your safety if you live in Dallas, Texas, or anywhere else. Ted Cruz is, frankly, a Christian fundamentalist zealot who, if it were up to him, and I actually thought Ted Cruz was more dangerous than Donald Trump as president. I personally thought that. I think Ted Cruz I don't care who's running against him, Ted Cruz should be defeated, because his type of mindset is of bigotry. His type of mindset is basically bad for most people other than oil executives. And the fact that you were saying, "Oh, let's wait. It might just be a misunderstanding how a white police officer went and just intruded and then murdered a black man." In what world could that be a misunderstanding? In what world should you blanket it as, "Oh, this is just more evidence of the anti-police"? No, she was a police officer who went, as far as we know, to some random dude's home, basically intruded and killed him.
Right.
That's not like a Democrat-Republican issue. It's not a Black Lives Matter. Well, it is, but it's not even a Blue Lives Matter or give the police the benefit of the doubt. You could be for the police and also be against massacre and murder.
Yeah. Jacob says, "America is hopeless until we replace every racist cop and make America have any kind of hope again." That would be nice.
Jacob, you were raised by a smart woman.
He's just smart.
So I'll end with this. Ted Cruz, he's playing to his base. He's playing to the racists. He's playing to the blue shield types of people. He's playing to the 57 guns in their living room or in their chest or whatever they have down in Texas. It's a disgraceful comment. It's insulting the Botham Jeans family. And how about this, Ted Cruz? When police officers don't have probable cause, when police officers, they're not called that there's a threat, they're not called that there's an incident. When police officers go and do bad things for no reason, they're no longer police officers, they're murderers. And you don't get to just spit on the grave of somebody who was wrongly had his life end at 26 to play to your base. It's disgraceful.
Ted Cruz should go look at that video you have on your timeline of him preaching.
That's right. Yes, Botham Jean was also.
Adam, he went to the doctor to take care of that today.
Yes, I'm going to do a whole telethon just talking about my indigestion. No, the burping will get better. I'm about to get on medication for it. So before we wrap for the day, any public service announcements?
Just, continue to share the GoFundMe, continue to share these videos. It really helps. We need it. We need people power instead of social media on its own power, because it's going to take the people.
Thank you for watching, and I will be back tomorrow. And reminder, it's my birthday on Thursday. What can you do?
Ooh.
What can you do? GoFundMe. GoFundMe.